Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl, and Jolene from A Jewel Design.
Hello.
We're here in the studio today to do another video for you at your request. You guys were unanimous. You wanted to see a third video about decorating. So how do you decorate these? And we worked very hard the last couple days backing all the white pages. We'll go over those with you, and we're going to do a quick little flip through, each of us, of what we've done so far. Not really a flip through, but just kind of quickly thumb through so you can see where we're at. And today we're going to make some decor and ephemera and all that, and good stuff for the video, for the pages. So I'm going to set, excuse me, you guys, I'm going to set mine aside. Now, I did have comments about you wish we could do a split screen. I do too, but those are done on lives, first of all, by two different cameras, which we can't do. Excuse me, I had to get some water. And it's just not, we don't have the technology for that. And I don't have the know-how, neither does my hubby. So we wish we could, but we can't. So this is, my channel. So you're predominantly going to see my work. Jolene will put her stuff in as she's working on it, ask me questions. You will see her work too, but of course you're going to see more of mine than hers, just because this is my channel. But you never know, you may find me on her channel very soon.
You never know.
So for those of you who wanted to see more of Jolene's work, she has her own channel. It's A Jewel Design on YouTube.
Yep.
It is the same name as the shop that we share, but it's predominantly her shop. And that's A Jewel Design again. And she's on Instagram under the same name, right, Jolene?
Yes, I am. Everything's under A Jewel Design. That way, it's pretty universal. But yeah, I show off my digitals when I do a reveal. I'm working on an autumn kit right now. And I may, if we need to do a little separate work, maybe I'm really working on a signature, maybe I'll pop on and you guys can see just mine exclusively in between now and the final reveal.
Yeah, you look for hers too, so you'll find both. She also has a Facebook page, which pretty soon we're going to start activating, where whenever I make something, I'll just automatically put it on her page. And I'll start sending you guys messages. So go over and join her Facebook page too, if you're into Facebook. And then you can see messages from me that says, hey, I'm taking a break, or this happened, or because we really need a way to let you know, besides these videos, what's happening in our lives, since so many things keep on happening.
Yeah. And if you're following on Instagram, we try to keep you, and most of my clients watch me on Instagram. It does duplicate in Facebook, but there's a Crafters of A Jewel Design for those of you who exclusively or partially, not just exclusively, but partially even use any of my kits. You can go and share on that. So what we'll do, we'll start having Laurette be more of a heavy hitter on that channel, so she can share the things she's doing. We can put notifications up there, and you can see in between, if you're not an Instagram person, you are a Facebook person.
What's the name of the Facebook group?
The Facebook group is Crafters of A Jewel Design.
Okay, Crafters of A Jewel Design. Go over there and join, you guys.
Go ahead and join.
Then you can find what's happening with us, because that's where we're going to put our information to you, right?
Yeah,
so that you can see.
Putting things up there. So Laurette can be a heavy hitter as one of our members. And she can join in whenever she needs to, share what she's doing, let us know what we're going on, if we've had a glip. And it's just for those of us who really want to see what the two of us are doing.
Yeah. If you want to see what's happening with us, what we're making, what we're doing, anything in our personal lives that we want to put on there, we want to share, we want to really activate that page. It's been sort of active, but not. So get over there and join so you can find out what's happening. So I'm going to be making some changes, and that is a good place for me to put a little message up there, and then when we're going to have sales, or when we're going to have something going on in our channel, or we're going to put stuff in the shop that's physical, like these kits, we're making these and they're going to get sold. We're going to warn our members first, because that's where I want my members of, Paper Girl and hers to know when we're going to put stuff in our shops.
Yep.
So for right now, we're still using A Jewel Design. Eventually, we will open the Vintage Paper Girl as physical things like this with the digitals in her shop. So you'll be able to go back and forth, and she'll have some, and I'll have, we're just going to have multiple things. So you're going to want to be visiting both of us. So, okay, now we've done all of our work here.
We've done the business back then there.
That's it for the business. So let's talk about this. So we have been working on these little beauties. You can see they are already getting to be lovely, fluffy ladies. I don't like the word fat, so we're going to call them fluffy.
They're
fluffy, big girls. So here's my cover, which I think I showed you before. But now here's the signature. Now it's not sewn in. So I've been working on this, and I think today, I am going to, I'm just flipping through here. As you can see, I've already started decorating. So I've already started doing a little bit, put something there. You know, I covered all my white stuff, basically. Anything that was white or needed a little decor. So I've started decorating this page already. These pages, and oh, this is fun. This is from Triple V Vintage. She does these beautiful cards that have lines, but I tipped them in, added some washi, and then, you know, I made a pocket out of 2 of them together. Aren't they adorable? They're perfect for her hair. And then and we're still going to, I'm always going to promote other people. There's, you know, no matter who I'm doing it for. So this one, I took one of Jolene's little file folder pieces, folded it around this little strip that was in here, and tipped it in. I think we call it tipping in. And I made it a little pocket, so you could put a little card in here. And you could actually put 2, because you could put one on this side of that little piece of paper and on this side of the piece of paper. And I thought the door was super cute in there. And then look at this. I'm working on this today. So I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to finish the decorating today in this little book. I'm going to do everything I want to do to it. And then I'm going to move on to one of the bigger. And you know what? Now I've just made a big old fat mess out of this poor little girl. I'm so sorry. Isn't she cute? Don't you just love that? And these are pockets, you guys. I made these as pockets. So that's kind of the cover of this. Now I'm not stitching anything in until I have some of the work done I want to do, because I did find it very difficult. I'm finding it a lot more difficult to decorate when you have it all together. I'm thinking I'm going to not do that this time, because see, these are all sewn in, but it's still really difficult to get things in there. And you're trying to hold your pages down while you're gluing on, and you know, it's a lot. But also I did sew them in because they started falling out. I was losing what page went where. Yeah. So there's a point where you're going to stitch them in, and you have to stitch each one in individually. So it's quite a feat when they start getting like this. You don't want it to get too fat with decorations. Otherwise, when you go to, yeah, when I got to this one, oh my gosh, you guys, I was like the contortionist of, I don't know what, Amsterdam or whatever, whoever does contortion work. But I tell you, it was crazy. I'm trying to get that in there. I was going nutso. So now this one is starting to look like that. And I'm just going to show you some of what's in here. Like I've already started doing a little bit of decorating, but all I did was the ones that were, like this one. It was white on one side, so this was the page that was printed, but this was white here, so I covered it with some Kool-Aid dyed paper. I also used a lot of papers, and I'm going to put the little plug in for now is Paper Baker Creations. I used her, she gave me some beautiful doilies and a pack of papers in pinks and green, all the colors. So I have pink, green, and blue, I think. And so I did use a lot of those in here. So then this one, this is somebody else, and I won't plug her because that was a nightmare. But, and this one here is a Trace of Sparkle. Those are her pink pages. So and this is one of ours from our kit. Well, we used to have a kit that had those. We don't. Oh no, this is ours. This is ours. This is ours. Oops, sorry.
Letters and lace.
Thank you. You always know the names. I don't.
I tried.
This is Triple V Vintage. So I was working on something fun here, and I'll show that to you later. But again, I backed this one, and I made a pocket here. So, you know, it's going to be a cutie. So let me get a...
And the back.
Let me go. Yeah, boy. And I was covering this page, and I didn't have enough paper. So I added some washi and some snowflakes. Thought that was a cute way to go. So this one... I put 2 pages separate. This is the center, and then I had an issue over here. So had an issue. So I added some gold.
Everything can be fixed.
Yeah, I fixed everything. So you can see everything can be fixed. So it's just going to look, I'm not going to like go crazy on this, but I'm just giving you quick. So I think I got them all.
Yeah, you sure?
Did I show this one too?
Yeah, that was on.
That was that one. Yeah. So I've got them all. So now Jolene's going to talk about hers. I'm going to move out of the range a little bit if I can.
Yeah, don't trust yourself. I know.
Worked in a very tight space here.
Right, exactly. So as she was working on her front cover, her front one, I did her the same thing yesterday with my triple flip going on of a little signature in the back side, but the big one was the front one, which I'm sorry guys, everything is still very much pinned in here. But this was a fun page. We covered it up. See, our little flip, pocket decorated. We did get excited yesterday, and we started decorating.
Yeah.
But these little miniatures are a lot of fun. So you can see your pockets. Got to do something with that. You know, just little things. And the biggest thing was just covering this one up so that it could be writable and exciting.
Yeah.
So
we needed a writing space.
Needed writing space. So I have my laces is what you see for my binding of the, the seam binding. When we're done, I'm going to have laces to cover.
Ooh, you reminded me I got to do that on mine.
So the inside one, you saw that last time. So here we go. Everything's covered. Doilies, papers. Here's my tip. So I'm going to do something fun with some journal cards. Covered this up. Made pockets, so definitely have to fill those. I did a little decorating on that. Copy die that came from my just handmade by Gigi. Or just crafted by Gigi. I have to look that one up. But there it's covered. And then the back side's pretty much the same. All the pockets. There's a flip out here. So I cover the inside of that. But it just keeps going. But see, we'll do fabric for that one. Oh my gosh, all these paper clips sort of get in the way, but how else are you supposed to do it?
Room here too, if you're stretched too far.
But I think I was really lucky. I didn't have as many pages inside to cover. I just had one or two that were white. I think we're going to glue that one down, which is why I didn't cover all the way in. So I didn't do too much digitals. I was really lucky that I had just enough papers that you could still write on. And I didn't, my middle signatures were already backed, so I didn't have to do much.
Lucky you. You're the digital designer.
Right? Well, I just happened to print that when I was showing it off, so we utilized it. So, and I sewed with my belly band there, so.
It's fun when you're working with a designer, you know.
Yeah.
Because she designed, someone asked me where I got this kit, and I said, where I got the paper pad, and I said, no, this is a digital.
Yeah,
and I had to explain what they were.
Yeah.
Because honestly, scrapbookers and people who do like some of the happy planners and stuff, they don't know that not everything is a paper pad.
No, it's not. And that's the whole point. It's getting so hard for a while there to get paper pads or whatever that we came up with the designer. So it's just as fat, just as messy.
Yeah, she's just as fluffy.
It's just as fluffy.
We both got fluffy.
Yeah. Until I have things signed in, or sewn in, it's a little hard to show because
it's hard to show when you
with the paper clips is making it hard to move.
Yeah, so. I didn't pre-do as many pieces as you did to remind me, and I probably should have. And now I'm thinking, you know what? The only thing I'm worried is if I cover this with lace, I'm concerned that it's going to be too thick, and that it's going to stick out so far. Like if I put lace here and I put lace here, it's gonna be sticking further out.
Yeah,
so I'm a little worried.
No, I don't think you need to put lace here because you're gonna hide it.
No, I'm worried about it ripping.
Oh well, I don't
shouldn't.
know. I'm thinking lace afterwards to keep it covered once I've sewn it in.
Yeah, no, see, I don't have to worry about it because actually this is two heavy pieces of paper.
Yeah.
It should be fine as the cover. So you're right. But where I might have to do it is right here.
Yes,
I think I'm going to have to, because this page is already taking a beating. I can see that. So I'm going to have to try to slip it a small piece, maybe more on this side than this side. Yeah, I should do that soon because I notice it's now getting kind of an issue. So I'm going to have to.
I like to hide my
stitches. Yeah, I do too. I don't really like it to show.
When we're done, that lace is going to hopefully help keep it together, or the fabric's going to keep it together and hide the seam work.
Yeah, I want to work on this one a little bit. It needs some finish work. Now I'm going to double check the camera. I forgot to look and see what time we started. So look at your watch, Jolene. You can be our. Oh my gosh! I cracked my glass.
Oh, you did you?
No, where that came from? Do you think that's been on there the whole time? I don't think so.
Little clear cover pad.
Oh, a little clear cover thingy. Oh, weird. Okay.
What time is
it?
So
we're at 13 minutes and 46 seconds. So say we're at 14 minutes. 15 minutes.
14 minutes in.
Say 15 minutes.
So we started at 12:10.
Okay,
so by 1 o'clock we better start thinking about winding it up.
So whatever we're doing, okay. Yeah, I get so excited when we were working together. I forget to look at stuff. I'm like, oh. So I need to see what don't I have done that I want to cover or decorate or. Yeah. Oh, I want to do something here. Boy, I really made that crooked, didn't I?
No.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, right? Oh no. I did go grab some of my washi tape that was like pinks and golds and copper, the things that were sort of rose gold or gold to decorate down the sides of the pages a little bit. Because mine is supposed to be winter, not Christmas. So I'm
Yeah.
I have to pull out a different kind of paper, you know.
Right.
Now, I did use the glues on some of these because they're not that great. If they're Tim Holtz, I don't worry as much about it. But if they're not, I do. Oh, dear. I bet this is all clogged up. It was cold last night. Again, and I leave the windows open in this room, so...
I couldn't get my house to cool off, so...
We couldn't either. I don't know, it got shot up to almost 91 last night, yesterday. No one expected that.
Yep, that was a shocker.
Nobody expected that. It was supposed to, it's been in the 70s. It's been gorgeous, like perfect. But yesterday it went back to summer. I guess we broke a bunch of records yesterday. We were watching the news.
I believe it.
Yeah, the 11 o'clock news last night, and they were saying that we broke a bunch of records, and we're like, oh, goody. Just what we want to hear. Ooh, that was a gluey mess. And I do go over my washi tape. I recommend, ladies, if you're going to use washi tape, use the a bone folder or something, the end of a pair of scissors, something to go over your tape, because it really puts it down, even if you're not using any kind of, glue, if you're not adding glue.
Yeah, especially for these. This is a long-lasting thing. Happy planners and things like that, it's, I don't know.
They don't use any at all.
No, because usually it's good.
Jolene's big into the happy planning. I was too.
Huge.
But I have to tell you, yeah, when I was cleaning out my other room where all the happy planner stuff now lives, when I was packing it up, I was looking at everything going, God, I have a lot of money here. I think I might go back to using my planner again. Because I never know what day it is, and I'm not tracking things like I should be, so I might need to start doing it again.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Not planning, but just like using the calendar end of it anyway, if nothing else.
Put a little stickers, and you have the stickers.
I've got tons of stuff.
Put some stuff up there. It makes it, at least you enjoy looking at your schedule, or not. Or, I don't have a schedule this week. I didn't have a schedule this week. I didn't know what we were going to do, and I put the page together. And, so I got it really decorated, right? And now I'm working, I've been crafting and working on stuff, and I need to track that time. And I'm like, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough space to write.
Oops.
Whoops. That's how it works, right? When you think you know your week, nothing happens, and you have all this empty space.
Right.
And then you're like, whatever happens this week, and you're like,
oops.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to over decorate mine all the time. I was doing the Hobonichi style. So that was I loved that, because that actually did give me more writing space. I loved how, I may go back to that. I loved those. I was always making my own little style of.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was going to be doing my own planners next year, and I gave in. There was a sale. It was super expensive.
No, you bought one?
I bought a planner, and there's 6 months that I don't even need, because it's an 18 month, which is why it's on sale. But those pages, I will Frankenpage them. Frankenplan them. Yeah. If I decide I like it, it's a sage green one, so it's not like going to change colors every month, which drives me insane.
I hated that. I didn't like.
There's times where you're like, oh, this is a pretty month, and it's like the wrong color for your lines. It's like, I don't want that pink showing in my, I don't know. Or normally it's like orange when I want purples and pinks, or it's just, there's times where it does not go.
It never is right, yeah.
I'm going to change the layout, which I know how to Frankenstein. I can turn a vertical into horizontal and a horizontal into a vertical, so I'm not worried about my layouts. I can totally do it. I decided I didn't want to print them. I didn't want to make them from scratch.
But they don't know about digitals. So I guess because I was putting, when I was on Instagram, I was tagging this under other names. I picked up a bunch of people who use the scrapbook paper for scrapbooking and other things. And they love my work, and they want to know where to get the papers. And I'm like, okay, let me explain. So, and it's hard to do in writing. You can explain things. It's easy to say, well, hey, you have to print them from your printer. And, first you download them, and you download onto your devices, and then you print them. And, because they're like, oh, I've never heard of that. Right. I had never heard of it when the first time I saw, I think my very first, I think I got a little taste of it with the happy planning. And then when I found, I think I want to say Tina, or nope, I think before Tina was Nazi at, gosh, I can't think of the name of her shop, you guys. You guys know who Nazi is, right? Oh, gosh. It'll come back to me in 2 seconds. Amity Bloom. Excuse me. Amity Bloom. Nazi on Amity Bloom. I saw her, and I was like, oh my gosh, there you can print stuff. And then Tina, she, so I was printing a lot of stuff for the happy planners, but then I found Tina, and for when I found the journals, a different type of journal than what Nazi was doing. Nazi's were bright and contemporary. And then I saw Tina, which was, oh my God, they were so beautiful. Just everything I loved, vintage and Victorian and all of that. And I was hooked. I was hooked. And then I went down the rabbit hole and I bought so many. I was looking at, I probably have 50 of Tina's kits. I probably have almost everything she's ever done. So, and then, you know, from there I went down the rabbit hole and have been there ever since.
Yep.
Have not left since. Okay, so I think this little one might be done. I think I've done, because I just wanted to put a little something here. I'm leaving the music paper for someone to, if they want to slip a piece of paper on there, or just to look at for the heck of it. You know, this is a vintage music book. So, and then this is a vintage French book, I think. French or Italian. Oh, this might be Italian. Yeah. Okay. So, I used the French in my other book, but I think I used the Italian in this one. These I got from Rachel at Roxy Creations from her paper pads, her paper packs. I think I actually got these out of the one, what I won from her. She sent me a lovely pack of paper. So it was like, yippee. And so it went into this little goodie. So I think she's done, except for, I feel like she needs something here, which I think it is going to be lace. Or something, because I don't have her done. My cover on this is definitely not done.
Remember, she is getting sewn in. You're not going to see much of that.
I know, but I'm thinking on herself. I want to put. Yes. I think I need a word or something. I feel like she needs a word. She needs a word. And there are words in this kit. So with this kit, you do get words. Like here's the word gorgeous. Like that's pretty.
There you go.
There's snow. Well, she's in the snow.
She's in the snow, though.
I think I'll use snow. Yeah, that's really pretty. It definitely fits her. She's smack in the middle of the snow. So, what scissors do I want? What scissors do I want?
I have a tear in this one sheet, and so I'm being crafty and covering it up.
Well, that's what came about with the snowflakes down that one side of the page, because remember I tore it. I was ripping, you know, I was using the ruler, and you always worry when your glue is wet what's going to happen. Well, I found out. It ripped right into the page, so I had to do a quick repair, which, whoops, we moved the garbage. There we go. There we go. Got to bring our garbage back here. So I ended up ripping it, but there was a fix. There's always a fix for everything. Sometimes the fix isn't as pretty as you would like, but you can fix it.
See, yeah, I had when I went to tear it out of the book, it gave me this gap, so I had a belly band, so I just put a little hint of something, and then just on the other side is a cute little letter from Santa, since we're sitting on paper, and then
cute.
So yeah,
you could use one of your circles there too, where it's ripped.
I was like, look at it.
Yeah, just put a little, right there where that rip is. You might want to add a little circle or something.
We can do that.
We can do that. We can do anything.
We can do that.
We're crafters. We're paper crafters. We can do anything.
We can do anything.
Of course, don't let my husband hear you say that. He will be expecting more.
Expecting more. Whoops, not that everything.
Yeah, not that everything. No, wait a minute. I don't mean that.
Those.
Yeah, I had to bring a lot of stuff. We're not working on my normal work table, so we're working on a long counter, which you guys saw. And I will, by the way, I'm going to give in, and I'm going to show you once I clean this up after we're done with this mess. After we're done with this mess, we will be showing you my studio. And even though it is not completely organized and I don't have everything labeled that I want, because I'm going to be using a full set of storage labels from Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, and she has them out in her shop, and she's got labels. She's got everything has a label, like laces and paper and inks, and so I want to label the fronts of things and my boxes and stuff like that, because I've run out of my label tape. So it came at a perfect time. But I brought stuff over here. Now I'm looking around behind me, looking for my little lace boxes that I normally have next to me. I have to figure out, what do I have here I can use? I know what I'm thinking of. That one might work. So I had to bring everything over and stack up boxes next to me to put them on, because I don't have my usual big table. Yeah. What was that just flew through the air?
A word.
Oh.
Tiny little word. Went to grab
words.
it. Went to distress it. It took
Flying
off.
Words. Yeah, all of a sudden I catch something out of the corner of my eye flipping up in the air. She flipped a word in the air.
Flipping Santa. Not me.
Naughty, he's not going to bring you anything for Christmas if you flip Santa.
Yeah, right? Oh, the Target. I don't know if it's the red book, but the Target.
It came out. I saw it.
The girls, my girls are about to be 16 and 11. One knows Santa is very much a spiritual thing. The other one's debating. And they both yanked that thing so fast. Did they? Yes. They both made a wish list. Lizzie, of course, found board games and headphones and one Lego thing. So that's not bad. She actually did pretty good. She didn't go really kiddie. The 16-year-old, on the other hand, found Legos and figurines.
Oh, so funny.
Well,
she's an artist. She reimagines everything.
Right. But they redid the Monster High.
I saw those.
Girls.
I thought of her.
And, they did a live action video.
I saw her.
And then they redid the dolls. They revamped them a little bit. And there's a few, because she had them as sort of a couple newbies and a couple hand-me-downs growing up, because we were a little behind the ball.
Yeah, weren't they?
My goddaughter had them, but she's like a year and a half ahead of my daughter. So it was just like... Okay,
she would hand things down to her she didn't want.
She's like, oh, I'm bored of it. And my poor daughter was like 2 years behind schedule. And she's like, okay, you know. So... she's actually, there's a few girls that just, you know, that...
oh, good. I was so sad when the book came, because I thought my granddaughters that are here don't want any of this.
They want a few things. So they circled it out, and I'll have to fold down the rest of them, because my oldest, I couldn't find. I'm like, what did you circle? I can't find it. Lizzie made sure it was very important, like, circle.
Oh, yeah, she's funny. The 11-year-old.
The 11-year-old made sure I knew what it was.
See, to me, she's still 10.
I know.
She just had a birthday.
Barely been 11. It's only been 2 months.
Yeah, she's a new 11.
She's a new 11. She's a baby.
She's the new 11, yeah. She's a baby 11, yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, they were on it yesterday. It was cute. It was like, my daughter the oldest was walking with me to the mailbox. She sees that and yoink. Fine, go mark it up and hand it to your sister.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now it's funny. I circled a bunch of stuff for the little ones, but also thinking about my big girls. So you'll have to look and see if I got it right.
Right, any of them?
Yeah. I see if I still know my girls. Right. I was like, well, if they were little, this is what they would want. Because I love looking through the book. I still, you know, I still have dolls in my house. So obviously I made them for years. But I still have Barbies, and I still have
exactly. So
Next Generation or whatever they're called from Target.
It's funny because, you know, my oldest just put away a number of those things.
She did.
Of the Monster High and stuff.
She did.
Up, you know.
She showed me. She's all excited. Look, I have a teenage room. Older teenage room now. She had her 13-year-old teenage room, but now she has her big 16-year-old. Yeah, she can't be that old. She's not allowed to be that old.
Oh, she's about to be. Tell me about it.
Oh, does that make you feel old? It makes me feel really old.
I know. It's... So I was like, okay. Though I have so many classmates that their kids are first and second year college, so I'm behind the ball.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my oldest is just, you know, sophomore in high school. And they're like, oh, maybe sophomore in college. I'm like,
yeah, but your brother, who's only 2 years behind you, has babies as a newborn. Yeah, that's true. Oh, my God. And his oldest is only 10. Just turned 10. No, he's not even 10 yet. This weekend.
Turns 10. So when you guys see this, he'll already turned 10.
Yeah, when you see this. No, this is going to be Friday.
Oh,
so tomorrow, technically.
You're getting a Friday fun day.
Yeah, you're getting a Friday fun day from us because I didn't do a Wednesday. Sorry, guys, I didn't do a Wednesday. I was taking apart my guest room and packing it, and now the floors are done in there, and the furniture's back in, so now I have to unpack. So that's why there's going to be a break in videos because, honestly, guys, I have got to get my house unpacked. I still don't have my sewing room done, and I still don't have my, my guest room is not done, and then... this room, things keep coming in and out. So, and I have to set up, I'm taking over 2/3 of the house, as I told Gail. I've taken over 2/3 of the upstairs because we're going to turn the guest room, even though it's a guest room, hardly ever gets used. The girls come and sleep there, but that's it.
But yeah.
We're going to put a desk in there and turn it into where we're going to do all of our shipping. We need a shipping room. Jolene doesn't have room at her house. For now.
The moment. As we grow into the new year, we may change, you know, upgrade my garage.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're always going to ship from your house. I'm going to ship from mine, but I need a bigger place to put all my finished. I don't have any place to put my finished work. I need a place to put all the packaging because my husband keeps saying, well, where's this going? It's going into I need to put it with the shipping stuff. He goes, where's that going? I said, I have no idea. Well, he said, why don't you put it in here? It was his idea. And I ran with it before he finished the sentence.
All right, thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you, honey. I love you. So here we go. Oh, well, you know, he says, well, we're not using the room, but it means we have to get rid of a couple pieces of furniture in order to do it. And so we're having to reorganize our bedroom a bit and get rid of a couple of these storage ottomans we have in there, but they're falling apart. So they were a good buy, but they're 12 years old already. So it's time to get rid of them. Oh, what do you got? Show. Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have this, tip, right? It's a little thick. Just folded so I could have the back side all, just whatever. So I have some really large journal cards in this kit. So I was wondering if I made it, I don't know how far in I have to go, but a double pocket, like a...
Oh, yeah, the pocket.
Like at least a pocket, at least a pocket using the 2 cards here.
Yeah.
Or I'm just for pretty, I'm just gluing them on. I don't know.
No, I'd make it useful. But the only problem is, what are you going to do about the back side when you go? Just put a piece of paper. I know, glue it like on that. We're out of the shot of camera. Whoops.
Yeah, almost. There we go.
Sorry, guys. Oh, hold on. I need to move my mess here. Okay. So I think I would...
Do we glue a piece of paper so we... Oh, we have to, huh? Because there's that pocket, everything falls through.
Yeah, everything would fall through.
I can do that. I mean, I have...
Yeah, we're going to have to... Yeah, you're going to have to make a back for it so you can make a pocket.
Well, I can even just use the same paper that was originally coming off of
it.
Or I've got Santa.
Oh, that's cute. No, that's cute because that's cute there. Why don't you use that? Glue that on.
Okay.
Like glue it onto there. And
so the pockets actually exist.
Yeah, and then, make it. Yeah, and then like I kind of did with that other one. Yeah, that other pocket.
Yeah.
Where I did on this one.
Yeah, we can either make it flat and make a pocket this way or... tuck it that way.
Yeah, you're gonna need a paper cutter though.
Okay. Yeah, sooner or later.
I don't think I have Big Bertha out, so let me know if you need her, or you're gonna have to hand do it. You let me know what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where to find Bertha. She's on the shelf over there. She went to bed. She went to bed.
Is she back?
She went home.
Where she is?
She went home. Yeah, she's over there. She went home.
She's in hotel. Yeah.
She was tired of hanging out on the floor. I gave her back her shelf. She used to be on the floor all the time, up against my desk. So now she has a home. She's actually got a room. There's a shelf. There she is. She has a shelf. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's what we need to do. I was like, we have it. What can we do with it?
Yeah, I may have to stitch. I remember I stitched my other little one in first too because I didn't like that it was running around my desk.
Yeah,
free willy-nilly here.
When we're sort of done here, I may have to...
I feel like, yeah,
my babies have to go get sewn in because
at least one of them.
Done.
Yeah, at least one of them. It just gets very hard. Well, like what you're doing right now, sometimes it gets hard to work with it. So you want to make sure you get all those tip-ins done. I think I even found one on my Marie Antoinette the other day. I think I told you guys, and I don't know if did I fix that yet, or is she's still running free. Let's see.
Let's go all the way in anyway. So
I think I fixed her. I don't think there's any more.
Put those two together. And then...
I think I got them all.
Okay.
I'll know when I go through it again, right. You know, if I have any that I missed. Those are a little bit harder to do once they're sewn in, but you just never know, you know, what you're going to get. And I have a lot of pictures of her right now on Instagram, you guys. I've been showing the pages of the Marie Antoinette. So if you want to see them, go over to Vintage Paper Girl on Instagram and you can see close-ups of that. Yeah. I don't have any of this on there yet. It will be on there. Yeah, the pictures I took a bunch of but I think I've just about taken pictures of everything that's finished. So I kind of have to work on more pages. But I need time to...
Well, now you're going to show off that pretty mini that you have on
yeah,
right in front
now
of
I can
you.
show us some... Yeah, I can show some of these off. I think I've got... I think the only one is I wanted to see if there was anything else I want to do on this one. I think I...
Do you have your little Tim Holtz cutter? Your little 8x?
Yeah.
That's actually easier.
Yeah, if it'll fit in there. Yep. The 8s barely fit in there. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay. Yes, we've got piles of tools everywhere for both of us. Like I said, I've practically moved half my desk over here. But I have to get back over there because it's like... So this will be the last of these videos. The next thing you will see will be our flip throughs, and they will be that means they're going to be in the shop at that time to be sold. Both of these journals. So yes, this one is going up for sale for those who have asked. It will be up for sale.
I'll have to debate whether we do the collage pockets.
Oh, yeah. I want to do that on camera. That's right. Well, it's the end of this one.
The end of the big part, yeah.
It's the end of this series on this. This is number 3, and that's going to be the last one for this journals. But we have something to go with the journal we want to make, so we may still do that video. But that would be next week. Yes. So for next week. No. Because I know, like, I have a hair appointment, and you've got the girls, and we just got all kinds of things going. So we at some point we run out of time. And so, like I said, I have to get my rooms back together. I've got other journals I want to work on. And so I don't really have any ideas for any videos either. I'm sort of hitting the wall on that. So I'm going to take a little break. But I'll be back because I'm going to do a video on this room and, you know, show you what I do make and finish. You know how I always like to share. I'll do a shares. But as far as how-to videos, this is going to be, well, one more video with us.
Oh, yeah.
That goes along with this, but not these. Not on these.
We need to get these puppies done.
Yeah, we need to get them done. If we keep fussing around, we're never going to get it done. Oh, I can put it back, hun. Just goes in that little basket on the floor right there. If you can get it in there. Jeez. I've just been throwing everything everywhere in here. It's going to take me a while to clean this back up again.
We've made messes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We didn't make messes.
What messes?
We don't do messes.
Yeah, really. Creative thinking overflow.
Yep,
It's creative thinking overflow under the counter, the floors, everywhere.
Yep.
Right?
Yes. Oh my goodness. And my desk is okay at home. I'm working on the fall one, so Christmas here and fall at home. Oh, thank God, because I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
really.
no way I could do both right now.
Yeah, you would know.
Space.
It gets. If I didn't have the second filming desk, I couldn't do it. We couldn't do this.
No.
So this worked out really, really well. I'm really happy with the way this room turned out. It's allowed us to work together. And we will be doing not just this series, but other videos together. We'll do projects, you know, various craft. I'll say, hey, I'm going to make this. You want to come make it with me? And we'll just sit down and work together. And you guys can watch, you know, hear us. Because I know the request is to see us more often, not just on this project, but on others. So I thought that was very nice of you guys that you, I'm trying to decide where this is going to go. That you want to see both of us. I think that's really, really nice. So that you enjoy us together. It's like, well, what's the matter? You don't like me anymore? Insecurity popped out there. Nah, it's all right. We've always, everywhere we go, we get people laughing, the two of us talking together, and, you know, we've made more friends that way, haven't we?
Yep. So let's see. Make sure I do this right. Ha ha.
We have a good time when we're together.
Yep.
Well, we try to. Life is hard, so we you know, try to enjoy what we can, right?
Yep. All right, so I would just glue the outer edge, right? So that the back side
You wanna bring that over here?
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh, you've got it in your hand. Never mind.
Oh, I don't know. So I would think
just
the outer.
Yeah, so that.
Not the top. Not the top, maybe now.
Well, if you don't do the top, then this becomes a pocket and this becomes a pocket. You get a double pocket.
Right.
And move this down enough that you can kind of see. Oh, yeah, you can now. You moved it down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pocket
yes.
Here.
Yes.
Double? Or do I just...
Oh, you close that? No.
No, I haven't closed anything.
Oh, yeah. Yes, and you can make it a double pocket. If you leave this open at the top here, yeah, just go around three sides. Three sides.
Covers that.
Try it. If you don't like it, you close it up. So you didn't lose nothing.
Or I go, I have nothing to put in it.
Oh.
That's the other thing. And I left it open on the bottom so I can get something in it. I'm a good girl. I didn't mess that part up.
Yeah.
And after all of that.
Exactly.
All right.
Now right here on my snowflakes, I use that glitter paper that I used on, I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if it's going to catch the light, but I use glitter paper, printable glitter paper by Work. Oh dear. I thought I'd remember it again. Oh, well, it'll come to me. If you guys want, if you're interested in the glitter paper, let me know and I'll tell you in comments. Ask me and I'll tell you. I want to see if I can find a little tiny, I know I have a little, where are my little sparkles? Oh, of course, they're not close by.
Oh, no.
No, they would have to be on the other side of the room. So, give me a minute. I'll be back.
You're like,
chat with Jolene.
Oh, yeah, right. Now I'm just struggling, though, because I'm trying to figure out how to glue this, because you do need to glue it to the tip. It's not you just gluing it back to back, because we're trying to cover everything up. So, my problem is trying to keep it and not have a massively crooked piece. Oh, goodness. I'm definitely struggling a little there. Oh, duh. I know how to do it.
I know, it just comes to you all of a sudden, and you're like,
hello, glue a little bit of
so
that.
I was looking for these, my tiny little.
What are we looking for?
I was looking for these to put in the middle of that. Yeah. So let's see, what color do I want? Those are awful big, but maybe they would work.
There we go.
Got these on Amazon one day. Of course, I have my tool. Where's my tippy tool? The one that has that end on it, you know.
Oh, so you can, yeah, a little rubbery something into it.
Yeah,
so can...
I bet it's on the other side of the room. Oh, of course it is. I see it from here. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Well, and we don't know what we need until we start going, and then you're like, oh, I want this. And you're like,
yeah, my regular desk is totally set up. But I'm in the corner right now, which I like working in that corner because it's got windows on both sides of me, you guys. I have one next to me and in front of me, and so I have plenty of light. I love working over here. It's like working in the trees because I have trees all the way around me.
Yeah, a little tree house.
Yeah, it's like being a little tree house. I used to have a desk over here when I first got this room, before it became everything that it became.
Right.
I used to have a desk right here. This is where my desk used to be. I used to live in this corner. Okay. So.
That's a thought too. More tuck it than pocket it.
Yeah, you can make it a tuck, a pocket, or whatever you want. It's your journal.
Well, I was just wondering if I needed my low gluing abilities. Sometimes I make things really narrow real fast.
Oh, you do have to be careful of that.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. I'm going to use two tools here.
Tuck out.
Surgical precision.
I may leave that.
Ta-da! Oh.
Like
Make
said,
sure I don't
always,
get glue on that.
Right. I can always close it up if it just becomes a hassle.
Yeah, that's what I have left pockets before that I've closed up or just forgotten about them, and I never put anything in them either. So that, whoop, see, I've got runaway jewels. Where are you?
Runaway jewels? No, that's not good.
No. Especially those. They get in the vacuum, makes a horrible sound.
Oh. You're like, what did I just vacuum up?
Death by vacuum. Poor Crystal died by vacuum. Oh my gosh, it's so not pretty. Then the vacuum starts squealing because it doesn't like it. And I don't really want to trash the one vacuum we have that works on these bare floors. We have to get new vacuums. So he says, well, you can have the old one up here. I'm like, sure, I like that one. That's fine.
There you go.
We'll take the new one downstairs.
All right, so there you go. So yeah, I left this sort of open to tuck in for something a little bigger here, and then just a smaller thing there. And
oh.
Yeah, it was just the way I was gluing that. I was like, wait a minute, and it's totally covered in the back.
I love that. That looks really good together.
And that will be up against this. Which is
that looks so good together. Look at all the pretty. Yeah. It's so pretty. Yeah, I'm glad you used that one. That was a good choice. That was a fabulous choice.
A little bit of nice little...
I would have chose that.
See, and so I put my little, like you said, I did a square and a Santa there.
Covered up the boo-boo she had. She had a big rip there. See, that's how you fix your rips.
Santa, tuck, Santa, letter, like, it's feeling like it has some
a rhythm to it. Yeah, it all, yes, it's good.
Oh.
So I'm going to leave this one. I bet I just knocked that stone off. You guys, I closed it too soon. I don't think it's dry yet. Yeah, where'd it go? I'm going to blow on it.
Right.
Okay.
Just doing that yesterday.
Please. Oh, yeah. See, I just knocked it off again. All right. I need to not touch it, you guys. Okay, I'm going to move it over to this side.
There you go. Okay.
Let it dry. I'm going to leave that one alone, and I'm going to go to, I got to go pick another one. I think I'm going to pick this one because I want to put this, I saw, gosh, who did this? I want to say it was Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventure. Hi, Wendy. She just watched periodically, so especially if I tell her I did her tuck, well, I don't know what this is. It's like a fabric flip, but what you do with this is it's flip on this side, and then on this side you have a pocket. So you take one piece of paper, you fold one up, one down, back, right? Then you turn this into a pocket down here. So I'm going to want to put a little notch, thumb hole. I didn't want that hitting me in the face because it does every time. Otherwise, you know.
Right.
I know I'm going to be so messed up when I go back to the other side of the room.
Oh, no.
I was just starting to get I'm getting my rhythms over here now. It's not over there. Well, that wasn't very in the middle, but all right. That's okay. I'm going to turn this into the pocket that it is. Let's see. I probably can't even see. Sorry about that. I got off screen. Come on. Come on. I left it open. Naughty. And I did turn my paper down when I covered it because this paper is only printed on one side. It's a scrapbook paper, and it's only printed on one side. So it, of course, then it meant I immediately had to cover it up. So because I used her papers on this side, and then because this was a scrapbook paper, which is fur, which was warm winter. This whole theme is winter, kind of winter wonderland kind of thing. I got to come up with a name. I'm going to use her name, but I have to figure out, to name my journal. I like to name the journal. So, it's a warm winterland for one for sure. So what happens is when you turn your page, you have a pocket on that side, and then you have a lovely fabric flip over your page. So I figured out which, I was going to put it here, but guess what? There's a pocket there already. So that doesn't work unless I flip it inside out. Nope. I like the door there. So I think I'm going to use it here. I don't know if the page is sturdy enough. That's my only worry. So you just hang it over your page. Look at that. So you have a lovely fabric flip here. Oh, and these are from Lisa and Olive. This little goodie right here. And this little goodie is from Lisa and Olive. And so you have that. And so there's your fabric flip. Is that going to work in there? It is. Okay, so now I am not going to glue that on. I don't think. That means I want to use a paper clip. And I might have to make a pretty paper clip. Well, let's see, what do I have? Did I? No, I had a dangle. I just don't have. So I got these really pretty heart paper clips. Maybe I'll use that. I just bought these on Amazon recently. I've not used them before, so bear with me while I struggle to get it on here.
You're like, as I'm wondering.
I don't know if it'll go over this because it's pretty fat. There we go. Cute. Cute,
that's
cute,
adorable.
cute. Isn't that
I love
cute?
the heart on that,
Don't
actually.
you love that?
That
Oh
worked
my gosh, look at that, you
beautifully.
guys. Isn't that cute? So then you go over like that, and then you have this that flips up, and then I now need to put something in that pocket. So I do have, she has these lovely, gorgeous, big tags. I was thinking of putting a tag in there. And this is on the sparkle paper. It's a printable paper. Oh, that's too tight. I didn't make that. I wasn't careful. I probably should have made some room. There. Let's see if it'll fit up. I can trim the card down a little bit. I have 3 of those. Let's see, what do I have? Maybe one of them lends itself better to trimming.
Sorry, I'm all super quiet over here. Seriously contemplating.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I got quiet. We got quiet at the same time. Whoopsie. Sorry, guys. We left you for a minute. I'm going to need my paper
Just
cutter.
working.
It's working. I know. Well, I get really quiet when I'm getting very, very creative or trying to work my way through something.
I should turn this over sooner. My fabric tack has been just disastrous lately.
Well, and it's been sitting in this at my house too for a few days in the cold. Then you took it home and put it back in your cold garage where you have to.
Well, yeah, it's either warm for a while, but then I guess it gets cold out there. I mean, I know in the winter it gets cold out there, and I have to bring it back in the winter.
It's been pretty cold out there lately. The night times we've been dropping down, and that's a nice thing here.
It should be. It said it actually only got down to like the low 50s.
I think it was like
last morning or
56
two.
last night. That's pretty
Yeah,
warm.
that's why I couldn't get my house below 70. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, we couldn't get our house last night cool either.
And I turned
We had
house
all the
fan
windows
on.
open.
Yeah, windows open, house fan on. And, nope.
Weird for like the end of October to have your
Mid-October.
air conditioner on. Yeah, we had the air conditioner on in here yesterday. Remember, it got hot. It was cold in here all morning, and then,
Yeah, and then
we
all
go
of a
have
sudden-
lunch. We come back and we're like,
It's warm.
why is it so hot in here? Because we left the window open, and and within half hour of us coming upstairs, it jumped up like 18 degrees.
It's 88 degrees outside. It's supposed to be 95 and only a low of 58 tonight.
Oh, yuck.
So, California, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to California in mid-October.
Yeah. Well, one Christmas, the year I got my convertible, I was driving around at December 24th
All right.
with the top down on my convertible. Gosh, that was
And
crazy.
we're not like in massive, hot, beach area or down in the LA area where they have that warmth. I don't know. We're in a weird spot. You wouldn't think we'd be so warm.
Yeah, we're Central Coast. Monterey Carmel, which is where we get our cool fog and
Yeah.
everything.
Why not behave
That's about as
yourself?
far as I can get that in there. I don't know. You think that's okay sticking up like that?
What, your tag? Oh, you're fine. Yeah.
I mean, I could cut it down a bit more. I just hate to take too much more off of her. She's going to be
Unless you make the top a little. Take a little off the top so it's not a little more
not so
square.
tall. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could do that.
Change the dimension a little bit. That's
Yeah,
the
since
joy.
it won't go way down in the pocket. It will
No.
not go
Take
way
it off
down
the
there.
top and
Yeah,
make it a
I'm
little
going to do
different
that.
way. Change the dimension of the top.
Yeah, make it a little fatter at the top. A little broader.
The joy of that tag, there's nothing on the top that you're cutting off. It's just
No, that's what
standard.
I do like that because it's. But you did kind of darken the edges a little bit with some gray, and I really like that. So I
yeah,
kind of
you have
hated.
to hate
I
to
did take it off the side, so I guess it's okay. What are you gonna do?
It's there in case you don't want to do much. It's there if you have to trim it down. Oh, it's okay too.
Yeah, if you don't ink, she has them. Most of the pieces have a pretty fuzzy edge on them, so you don't have to. Really, you don't have to. It's just I was using this pink that I wanted to change
Oh, yeah.
everything to. So the pink and the gray together are very pretty. Yeah, that's good. I just need to punch it. I'm gonna give it a punch. Yep. I went over to my desk and stole my puncher.
For sure. Give me.
Oh, it's not working, huh?
No.
Here, let me.
There's not enough in it. I don't know how many things in there. It just gets the pressure, or I don't know what the deal is.
You need to switch it over to one of those, like we
sugar
use.
bottles. Yeah,
Sugar Bell.
The same thing. I'm like,
They're not the same. No, you need a Sugar Bell bottle.
Well, I have really large. I don't know the Sugar Bell. I mean, they're just a large bottle.
No.
This tack is too wet.
Get the Sugar Bell.
Yeah, I can find Sugar Bell bottles.
Here, let me see if I can.
Yeah.
Unstick it for you. I don't know. It's got a bubble.
We'll get it unstick it. Then the bubble will just keep plopping out for me.
But one thing you have to do is, it's sticky. It's awful thick. You know what? You can add a little bit of nail polish remover.
Like everything else. Okay, like a nail polish. Okay. It's just,
because it's made
similar.
Use that.
Okay. I don't want to use because I'm putting down satin ribbon. I don't want to show the glitter glue.
No, you don't. Sugar Bell bottles. That's what you got here. This is a Sugar Bell bottle. It has a very different.
My next order.
And they're super inexpensive. They're not.
You got a 3-pack or something.
I mean, Michael's carries them at times.
Yeah.
But every time I've gone, they haven't had it.
No.
So. Because it'll say, "Oh, we have them in the store," and I go in and they're not there.
Sweet Sugar Bells. Okay, I'll go look them up. I will find them. Because I have a satin and somewhat see-through ribbon, and you
don't want that. No, you don't.
I detest when I do that. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah, and I just filled the bottle, so it's in good.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. Yeah, it needs thin it out first with some nail polish remover and the acetone one. Yeah, I have the acetone if you don't have it. You have non-acetone. Okay.
I have acetone.
Okay.
I got nail polish with some acetone, and I have pure acetone, so I can go either way.
Yeah. You could do either way. Just if you do pure acetone, just barely a drop, and then see what it does, and just add a drop. Don't put
adding.
Don't put it in all at once, because then you'll be like, whoopsie, I got it too thin, and now it's just water. So you do have to be careful of that. But otherwise, and I'm going to use some reinforcers that are kind of a coppery pink color. It's not pretty. That just goes perfect.
Cute.
Doesn't it go cute?
Your hair. It almost looks like
yeah, almost. Look at that.
I love that. It matches her hair color almost.
Yeah, it's really good. I got these at our local Staples. So that's our office supply store. There's home. What are all the office supply stores?
Office Depot and Staples is what we have in most of California. And even then, that's hard to find.
Then there's Office Max for those of you who are back east. I think Office Max and Office Depot are usually back east.
The same thing.
Out of the U.S., I don't know. You guys have some of you in Europe have Staples. I didn't realize that. I think I'm going to say New Zealand, maybe. I don't know. I forget who said they had a Staples, and I'm like, really? I was shocked to heck. I did not know. I think the other thing that might help this go in is if I round the corners.
Oh, yeah. Slide it in.
Whenever you can't get something in, round the corner and see if that makes a difference for you guys. Yeah, it does. Well, it's not catching on anything.
Mm-hmm.
I love these tags when you add the pink around it.
Oh, they're gorgeous. I know. I'm loving it.
With the gray that's already there, it's just beautiful. It's perfect. So let's go.
Ooh.
That's perfect. Alrighty, there she goes. Okay, so she's all decorated and ready to go, filled up. So we've got first couple pages done. Oh yes, this is the troublesome page. Remember this? Not pretty. When I glued it, because it was coffee dye, or I don't know what she did.
Kool-Aid dyed, or
nah, this one actually might be what do you call it?
Is it your avocado?
Yes, I think these are avocado dyed, and so it wrinkled bad when I glued it on. The other side didn't. It's funny how one side did and one didn't.
Yes, I did, yeah.
So in Jolene's kit, she has these. What are these? Like a decorative strip? They're just a decorative strip, right?
Consider a thick washi band or a very skinny belly band, depending how you want to use it.
Skinny belly band, yeah. And if you put washi tape on it, you can make it washi tape. You can use tape that makes a washi tape.
Yeah.
It's not sheer. I guess washi is supposed to be sheer, but anyway, some kind of a sticky tape. Sticky tape. So I'm gonna need this because it's gonna be thick. So I'm just gonna use that right on this. And this, what I printed this on is that, again, the sparkly paper. It's very thick. It is like 110-pound cardstock is what it's like. Which I love working with it as a cover or a tag or something like that, because it just has so much body to it. But you already have this in there for me, so I was so excited to see that, because it's like, I could cover that edge.
Right.
I don't have to print something or have to go get any. And because I was thinking, well, washi tape is not going to cover that. Real washi tape, it's too ripply. It'll just ripple with it. And the one thing I do like about using the fabric check is it does let me move it around.
Yeah,
which I need it to do right now.
Yeah, right. I did notice that. Just like, okay.
You got to give it a minute to dry. And it's, you know, if it's cool in here, which it is, it was cool in here, and then I turned the airs on, I noticed, because it's hot outside. Yes, ma'am. Just be sure you cover it up.
Okay, wasn't sure.
And if it gets gloppy on the end, wipe it off. That way it won't get sticky. Right. Okie dokie. We don't need this part.
How many fingers?
Yeah, that's the thing about that. Takes off your nail polish, so watch your gorgeous nails.
Yeah, it's mine are all gel, so it's a hard coat. I put a heavy clear coat this morning on them, so that if it got gloopy, that I could take the clear coat and everything else right off.
Smart.
Extra supply there. Well, I've been doing a lot lately, and I'm like, yeah, need some shine, and if not, I got it. I need to be able to wipe it right off, and you know, not.
And those are cool for Halloween.
Not yeah. We're husband introduced me to Tim Burton 20 plus years ago, and one of our first things we ever saw through him was The Nightmare Before Christmas, and that has become a staple in our house. And when we bought the house 10 years ago, the first night we got keys to the house, we sat on the floor. Girls were pretty little,
very little,
and we had Chinese food on the floor on a blanket that night. We were so stoked to get the keys. Didn't get it quite in time for Halloween. I was so stoked. I wanted to trick or treat. I didn't care if anything was in the house. I just wanted to trick or treat. Well, we didn't get that lucky. It was next night, but that's okay.
Yeah, it didn't close in time.
Didn't close in time. So we got the keys the next night, and we sat on the floor and had Chinese food.
And watched.
Well, the first night was just Chinese food because there was nothing in the house on the floor. So the following year, as an anniversary, we got Chinese foods, you know, sat in the living room, because that was a big deal to have, you know, in the living room to have dinner. And we watched Nightmare Before Christmas, because it's the day after Halloween, but it's sort of in between. You finished Halloween, but you're getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So our 1 year anniversary in the house, we sat, had our Chinese food, and watched the movie. And every year since, I've made the girls wait. We wait till the 1st of November to watch the movie. And which we'll do again this year. And then my daughter, for her 16th birthday, wants to use the same theme for her birthday party.
Aww.
So I got to try to figure out how to get a little bit of Halloween into my Christmas decor.
I know, because her birthday is the 7th of December.
So it's like,
we've already decorated for Christmas by then, usually.
Oh, yeah. I'm barely going to get it a week up. But I'm just going to have a little black and white, a little Sally, a little Jack.
Well, the table can be totally, that room could totally be that.
That room is actually blue and snowman anyway. And so,
I think it'd be okay.
I'll get crafty. It'll be okay.
Ways. Yeah, we got to give her what she wants, you know?
Yeah, she's like, well, I want a family party. I want it to be a Nightmare Before Christmas. I said, okay, we'll make that.
Well, Nightmare Before Christmas. So Christmas is appropriate.
Christmas, right?
We're just going to have Halloween and Christmas.
We're going to put the Christmas half of that movie out.
Yeah.
So, but I decided for this Halloween, it's been about 3 years since I've done this theme on my nails. And so I was overdue. So I found a new set of pictures, and I picked the colors, and
cute.
I have an awesome nail tech, so who does artwork? Thank God. I pay for it, but it's okay. It's worth it.
You don't mind it if it's...
I don't mind it.
I actually don't think I'm going to do... I mean, I don't know where I would decorate here. That's the thing. I'm like, other than like the paper here, I mean, other than putting in like tags or whatever.
Right.
And, well, there are pockets, and I do need to fill the pockets. Okay, we do need to do that.
Pocket filling, maybe a little bit TLC on that little pocket flap.
Yeah.
I need something.
Oh, yeah. See, I got that. Look.
Oh, cute. Yes.
Yeah.
That looks good.
And then I do need to put something in the pocket. All those big cards you have are great.
Right.
I think I'm going to close this one up. Some of these I leave open if they're in the middle, because they are, you could slide bigger things in there, you know, if you want to add something. But this is definitely a writing journal. I mean, I can add something to this for sure. I could do, like, I could add a card like that flips out. Then you lose the card, but I guess it's just it's just something pretty in your journal. Right. It's awful wide though. That actually probably wouldn't fit. But I think it would fit. Now I'm gonna need more cards too.
It out. Yeah, okay. I I'm changing gears on something. I was like, I want to do it. Nope, I want it over there.
Well, I'm going to put the card in here, but it may not, as Leslie says, it may not stay there. Next time you come back, it may be all different.
Completely different.
Yeah, she says she doesn't like something. She liked it at first. She goes back and looks at it and goes, yuck, and rips it out. And I'm like, rips it out? Ah! I don't think I can rip any pages out. If I put them in, they're going to live in there. I'm sorry. You are just stuck for life, buddy. You're not coming out.
If goes in it, maybe. Ripping, no, I don't know about
She's a brave soul. She's just like, nope, didn't like it, ripped it out. I'm like, oh, girl, I'm so proud of you.
Right?
I cringed when she said it, too. I was like, oh, you're so brave. But, you know what?
Keep covering it.
Yeah, I could do that.
Covering, but I don't know if I could rip it out.
Well, if my luck, the whole thing would fall. And she didn't like the way hers was, and so she cut the strings and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, yep. Well, I could see that. At least she's giving me the courage to do that. I've learned a lot from Leslie, I have to say. She's at 507 Willow House Journals.
Yeah.
And she's fun. Southern Belle, who has a beautiful accent. I just love her. When I need to be cheered up, I go watch her.
It's 1:10. We're 5 minutes away from an hour.
Oh my goodness, you guys. We were having such a good time. We're partying over here. We don't want to stop.
All right. I said, I'm going to check. Oh my gosh. I fell down on my job.
Yeah, you're fired.
I'm fired. Done. Finito.
It's over. You're fired. Get out.
Wow. Jeez.
Out of my studio.
Can't even do the time.
You're fired. Out of my studio. Let's see what
look at the time, but I bet you're 10 to 1.
I think we're probably, honey, we're at an hour 59.
59 seconds,
hour minute. Okay, you guys. Well, we love you. We've enjoyed hanging out with you today.
Yeah, this is what I finished up. I was doing my tuck on this on this first page. I had a down flip instead of a pocket. So there we go. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and then that's what you fixed there.
And that's what we finished.
So
it was all right. But hey, we got some stuff done. Yeah, that's what matters,
you saw what I did, so I don't have to explain that. No. And you saw this little goodie over here, and I don't have to explain that. So it was all good. So thank you for coming along and watching with us and having a good time. Next time you see these, it will be because we're putting them in our shop to be sold. So I hope you will come back and take a peek when you see the reveal, because it won't be long reveals. We're going to do it quick, like just flip through really fast, flip through so you can see what you might be purchasing. And they will be in the shop at that time. And then we'll be back with another fun crafting video that isn't this. So, well, we love you guys. Thanks for coming along. And I hope you have a fabulous weekend, a fabulous Friday, and a wonderful weekend. And we will see you all again very soon. Hugs and kisses.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.